Alright, welcome to Free Focus Dance. I'm B-Boy Kush, and today I'm going to teach you the back step. Alright, so the back step is quite a simple move. If you haven't seen how to do a basic top rock, watch that first. This is just like that, except we're going to take a back step instead of a forward step. So let me show you really quick. Take your feet, put them together. Make sure you're on your toes. Bend your knees a little bit. Make sure you're comfortable. All right, and what we're going to do is start with our right foot, and we're just going to step backwards. So our foot is just about a foot away from our front foot. So right foot is going to go behind the left foot by about a foot. All right, you can place it back and then go to the left side. Take the left foot, place it behind the right foot, same distance apart, about a foot away. This will give you a little bit of an angle, and it will show your feet if you're in line instead of hiding your foot. Okay? When you take your step, instead of placing your foot straight, you can let it naturally have a slight angle, and this will give you a little bit more of a dynamic look. Okay? So feet together, on our toes, knees are bent. We're going to take our right foot, place it behind our foot at an angle, step together, other side, foot goes behind the right foot at an angle, step in, and now let's do this all together. Foot goes back, foot comes in, foot goes back, foot comes in, back in, back in, back in, back in, back in, back in. All right, so we're gonna add a little bit of flavor to this by twisting our foot. I sort of did it already. When I take a step back, I'm going to pivot my toe on the left side the opposite way. So when I take a right step to the left, I'm going to pivot on my heel and let my toe swing over. So at the same time that I swing my foot backwards, I'm going to pivot on my heel. With my knees bent, it makes it much easier for me to balance. So on my heel, take a step back, and I pivot. I'm going to want to put my foot a little bit further back so we can see it. Okay, you can go the opposite way. Same thing. I'm going to place my left foot behind my right foot and pivot on my right heel. Pivot, come in, pivot, come in, and I'm always down on my knees, bending them so that I can balance. If I'm too straight, it's going to feel really weird. I'm not going to be able to balance, so make sure you have your knees bent. Pivot back, come together, pivot back, come together, pivot back, together, back, together, back, together, back, together, back, together, back, together, back, together. Okay? We can do it the simple way by just placing our foot. This is very similar to the front top rock. Okay? You can even swing your hands, or we can add a little bit of a twist with our feet by pivoting on our heel as we swing our leg back. This gives us a little bit of a twist motion, a little bit of a dynamic look. All right, I'm B-Boy Kush, and you learned how to do the back step.